companies that we've seen have, as I said earlier, they've installed an actual team, first of all, an experience-focused team, typically led by some sort of executive role, whether it's a executive VP or even, as I said earlier, a chief experience officer. But more importantly, they're incorporating some key techniques and making it essentially a shared service within IT.
Success is the pulse check. So every quarter, we ask 5,000 employees for their input on how we're doing. So we analyze the results of the pulse check. We communicate what we hear back to the 20,000 employees. Very important to close the loop, I think, in the process. And then we ask them to rank the priorities. So this is what we heard. This is what we think the priorities are based on what you said. Could you help us rank those priorities? And then we use that ranking then to drive our roadmaps in an iterative fashion.
Learning and listening. I like to say you've got to drive IT to be in that role of guidance or an advisor. All too often, users will come to IT with a solution in mind. And I think it's critically important that your team in IT is able to actually break down what the problem is and what their users are trying to solve before you actually start to discuss the technical solution. Many times we'll find to use a car analogy, because we are Sarans, many times you'll find you really just needed maybe a